Are you a software engineer and you want to switch to data science industry? I'm going to provide 4 effective steps that you can follow while still keeping your job and smoothly transition into data science industry. I'm myself a software engineer. I started learning data science after doing programming, for 10 or 11 years. In fact, if you meet any data scientist today, their past background will be either software engineer, they would be software engineer, they learn some math, stats, machine learning, and they become data scientist, or their background would be in math and statistics and they learned coding. If you're a software engineer, the good news is you have achieved a big milestone already, which is programming. Programming is kind of the first step to enter the data science industry. Now you need to learn some additional skills and follow these steps. So stay with me. I'm just going to go through the whole roadmap. First thing we need to understand is what are different roles offered in data science industry. There are 3 main career paths: data analyst, data scientist, and data engineer. If you don't know the difference between these 3, you can watch my video and it will give you a very clear understanding on what is involved in these 3 different career track. So let's go through step number 1. First, you have watched the video, you have figured out maybe you want to become, let's say, data scientist. Data analyst is relatively easier, and data analyst guys or girls get less pay compared to data scientists. So maybe as a software engineer, let's say you are targeting a data scientist career. Step number 1 would be, while continuing your job, let's say you are a web developer or you are a Java developer with few years of experience in your company, while continuing your job, during your free time on weekends or on work days, after coming back from the work, you want to learn the data science skills in parallel and generate data science work in your current job. Again, you need to learn the skills in parallel and generate the data science work in your current job. I know what you are thinking. You must be thinking, but no, in my job there is no data science work. Well, hang on. Let's think about Python. Python is a super easy programming language that is excellent to automate your day-to-day tasks. Many times you could be a JavaScript programmer, and if you have a small task, you might be using JavaScript or C++ or Java to automate that particular task. Instead of using those languages, use Python. I was using Perl scripting language 5 or 6 years back, but at some point I switched to Python, and nowadays in my current job, if I want to automate anything, I always use Python. And it is important because Python is the language you need to learn to enter data science industry. You can learn either Python or R, but if you're confused, just learn Python. Python is a very versatile language, very easy to learn. I have a complete Python tutorial playlist. If you watch 15 videos, first 15 videos, you can learn Python in a matter of 2 weeks. It is so much easy, simple. And then use Python in your day-to-day life. You are doing a lot of repetitive tasks, in your software engineering job right now. And you need to think little creative and try to automate these tasks using Python programming language. Now you can also build a full-fledged HTTP server in Python. So let's say you're using Node.js to build an HTTP server. Sometimes companies have requirement on technology stack and you don't have much freedom, but for non-important work, for small tasks, maybe instead of writing your HTTP server using JavaScript all the time, try to write it in Python. Use Fast API as a web framework or Django. That way you learn Python programming language and that server is going to perform as good as Node.js. Many times people have this argument that Python is slow. Well, if Python is slow, why Python is being used in machine learning, scientific computation, where the computations requirements are quite heavy, it's quite intense, and yet people use Python because NumPy, scikit-learn, all the underlying libraries that you're using for the numeric computations and machine learning or whatever, they give you C++ performance. So Python is used just to write your business logic, and it gets things done really fast. So if your colleagues or your boss is saying that Python is slow, that is just because they are very good in maybe some other programming language, and they have this bias that Python is slow, but it is not really slow. You need to do some convincing. Maybe you will fail first time, but just show them that no, Python can be fast as well, and eventually slowly people will onboard Python as a main programming language in your team. So yes, don't miss any opportunity to use Python in your current job. Second thing is, start using Python and pandas for exploratory data analysis. If you're a software engineer, your software will have some kind of database, MySQL, Postgre, or even NoSQL. Wherever there is data science. Let's say you're working on some customer's record or some sales transaction, you can use Python and pandas to generate analytics on top of it. And to learn Python and pandas, very simple, just go through my Python tutorial playlist and pandas tutorial playlist. First 15 videos, super easy to understand. This is something you can finish in maybe 1 month. And then once you understand the capabilities of Python and pandas, try using that to perform simple data analytics, on top of your database. Now your manager has not asked you to do this, but what you're doing is, in your free time, you are building these analytics and then showing it to your client or your business manager, and they are most going to like it if they are sensible people. If they don't like it, maybe try to find some people in your company who are working for a data science department. See, nowadays most of the companies have data science departments, so try to connect with data scientists and data analysts in your company and try to showcase your work to them and say, hey, I have built this cool analytics, using Python and pandas. Are you interested in looking at it? And I want to learn it. Would you give me your feedback? The person would, some people might say no, but you have to keep on trying, and you might find 1 or 2 helpful people who will be able to mentor you and who will appreciate your work. Third thing is, you can build analytics dashboard on a same database using Power BI or Tableau. So initially we did exploratory data analysis using Python and pandas. Now you can do the same thing and little advanced things in Power BI. Now if you don't know Power BI, it's again super easy tool to learn. My YouTube channel has a Sales Inside Power BI project. Now using this project, I have received so many comments in LinkedIn that people did this project and they got a job as a data analyst. You can learn Power BI very easily by following that project structure. It's a very practical hands-on project that you can do. And once you have done that project, you get a sense of, what BI tools can do. Sometimes as a software engineer, we don't know what BI tool is or what it can do. We are not aware about the potential. So when you watch this project on my channel, I have a couple of other projects as well, like personal finance projects. So when you do these projects on my channel, or maybe you use some e-learning platform, whatever you feel comfortable to learn these skills. But once you have realized the potential of these BI tools, you can apply those skills that you learned there in building something meaningful, useful dashboards on your database in your current job. So on-job learning is often the best thing. Sometimes people will say, again, my boss is not supportive. I built Power BI dashboard, but he doesn't like it. He doesn't show the interest. Well, big deal. As I said, contact data analyst or data scientist working in your company and try to reach out to them. If not them, maybe try to network with folks on LinkedIn. Try to maybe find a different job. Like if you want to find a different job, go in a company that works on data. Basically, there are some company where database size is not big and they're not very data intensive companies. For example, my company, Bloomberg, is very data intensive. It's a financial data analytics company. Bloomberg is my current employer. And even though you work in Bloomberg as a software engineer, you're learning a lot of data science skills because you're dealing with a lot of data. So my suggestion is, you're a software engineer, your company doesn't provide any scope, go join another company which is dealing with data a lot as a software engineer only. But when you are surrounded by so much data, there is always a scope of data analytics. So you can generate Power BI Tableau dashboard, or you can do exploratory data analysis using Python and pandas. Now, my channel has data analyst roadmap and data scientist roadmap. So if you go to YouTube, search for Code Basics Data Analyst Roadmap 3 months or Code Basics Data Scientist Roadmap 6 months, you'll find two different videos. One video is a 3-month roadmap for a data analyst. Second video is a 6-month roadmap for a data scientist. These roadmaps tell you what skills do you need to learn for each of these roles. And I have provided all the free resources. You don't have to spend a single penny for that. Using all the free resources, you can learn these skills on your own while doing your software job. So that was step number 1, learning skills, learning data science skills, and applying those skills in your current job to generate data science type of work. When I'm talking about skills, reading books always helps. I'm reading this book called Practical Statistics for Data Scientists. And this book has a lot of useful concepts and I'm loving it. So if you're reading the book, you get your math and statistics fundamentals clear as well. I also have math and statistics playlist for data scientists on my channel, where I explain simple things like hypothesis testing or z-score in a very, very simple language. Even high school student can understand it easily. All you need to do is watch this video, spend some time, do coding, and just practice and have patience. It might take 6 months, 1 year, but eventually you will get there. So step number 1, again to summarize, was learning skills in parallel while doing your software job and trying to apply those skills in your current job so that you can generate some type of data science work. Step number 2 is building a solid project portfolio. Now in step number 1, if you manage to find some data science work in your current company, cool. Mention those projects on your resume. But let's say you didn't get any success. Okay, how do I get projects to work on? Well, again, my channel has projects for data analysts and data scientists both. So for data analyst projects, in YouTube search Code Basics Data Analyst projects and you will find a Power BI Sales Insight and Personal Finance project. If you're looking for data scientist project, in YouTube search Code Basics Data Science projects. You'll find 3 projects. One is Bangalore property price prediction, where I built a model which can predict property prices using linear regression, and then I built a website. I deployed the server to AWS. It was an end-to-end project, as if you are executing the end-to-end project in a real company. I have another project for doing sports celebrity image classification. Maybe you can take that project and do a movie stars classification, or the image classification for your family pictures. So you can use these projects as a reference and take a little different problem statement and customize it, and that way you are learning some skills, you are having your own unique project, and when you mention it on the resume, it's not gonna look like you have just copied some project. Nowadays most of the resume have like Titanic dataset project. The projects are so boring that your resume doesn't get selected for the interview. So you need to have your own unique project, and you can use other projects on the internet as a reference and just customize it to make it kind of unique. The next important tip is Kaggle participation. I did an interview with Tanul Singh, who was a mechanical engineer, and during his mechanical engineering, he used to participate in Kaggle. Kaggle is a basically data science, coding practice platform, and he would participate in Kaggle consistently. And by the time he got his mechanical degree, he got a data scientist job. Why? Because his Kaggle performance was pretty good. He had a good rank on Kaggle. So Kaggle participation, even helping NGO or helping your relative who wants to build a software. So once you build a software, once you have a database, then comes data science opportunities, building dashboards, building predictive models. So when you help someone for free, you are getting a real life project experience. You can also collaborate with people on Discord. For example, Code Basics has a Discord server. The link is in video description below. And there is a partner and group finder channel. So when you go there, you will find many people like you who want to learn. So you can make a group. If you want to go to gym alone versus if you go to gym with two of your friends, maybe the second option works out better. Similarly, group study for data science is always effective. So find buddies on Discord server and make a group and try to do projects together. So that was step number 2, building a project portfolio. By following all these steps, you can build a solid project portfolio and have 3 or 4 solid projects on your resume. Step number 3 is internship. So now you learn the skills, you have a project portfolio, you built a very nice 1-page resume. Okay, resume shouldn't be more than 1 page, even if you have 20 years of experience, only 1 page. You use this 1-page resume to get internships in data science industry. How do you get internship? Well, network with data folks on LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, there are many data analysts, data scientists. Try to build connection. There is a whole technique of how do you build connections with people, because many times people send a message on LinkedIn and they don't get any response. Well, there are ways to connect with people. You need to always start with helping them first. You can send a message saying that, okay, I am a data science enthusiast. Is there any task I can help you? There are so many techniques, maybe I can make a separate video on that. But network with data folks on LinkedIn. That way, when their company has any requirement, internship, etc., they can maybe refer you. And referrals always work the best. So by building a solid connections on LinkedIn or through in-person networking, by attending conferences, etc., you increase an opportunity to get an internship opportunity. Once you get an internship, you are in a dilemma now, because let's say you worked as a software engineer for 5 years as a .NET developer, for example. Now you have some salary, good handsome salary. When you go for internship doesn't pay you much. So now you have to make a decision that, okay, you want to take a pay cut for maybe 6 months or 1 year, however long the internship is, and then use that time period to learn the practical skills, to go work for a company as an intern, solve some real life problems. And later on, you can get a job as a data scientist using this internship experience. And when you get that job, you will make up for your loss. So it's a temporary loss that you're taking, but eventually you will make up for the loss. And I think more than money, the most important thing is, okay, you are doing what you like. Many times I see software engineers who are kind of frustrated. They want to do something different. They feel passionate about data science. So now you're getting an opportunity to work in a field that you like. So that was internship. And then step number 4 is resume building and interviews. You have already completed internship. Now internship experience you need to put in a nice way as a first section on the resume. Again, resume should be 1 page, and now you have a very good resume that you can use to find a full-time job. You go to LinkedIn jobs. There are so many job portals out there. connections on LinkedIn can help you refer to a job. So now you are in a position that you can go for a real job interview as a data scientist. There's so much material on the internet available, that can help you even prepare for the interview. There are so many even website. My friend Gaurav Sen has this website called Interview Ready. There are so many other portals, who can help you with mock interviews. So maybe spend some money and get some mock interview practice. That way, when you go for the real life data scientist interview, you are already prepared. So this was a 4-step process that can help you make a transition from software engineer to data scientist. Now, this journey is going to take some time. There is no shortcut. You can't do this in 2 months. You will have to spend 6 months, 1 year, based on your learning ability, based on your dedication, how much time you spend every day. I would say spend half an hour every day in weekdays, and on weekends, maybe spend 4 to 5 hours, to learn these skills, because it requires dedicated effort. Being data scientist is a demanding thing. You need to learn math, statistics, your communication needs to be good, domain knowledge. There are so many skills that you need to learn, and in order to fulfill that demand, you have to, of course, put a lot of effort. But if you follow these 4 steps while doing this, your 9 to 6 current software engineering job, you can switch to data science for sure. There are so many job opportunities coming up in a data science field, and you can build a bright future. Now, there is one other option that you can take, which is you can do dedicated 2-year master. I've seen people who have done, let's say, job as a software engineer for a few years, then they quit the job, they focus 2 years, they do full-time 2-year study in data science, and that's fine. I know some people can afford doing that, some people cannot because they have family and financial commitments. But if you are in a position where you can do it, then well and good, because 2 years you are dedicatedly studying data science. You are going through assignments, and even data science degree will help you to an extent that it will prove to an employer that this person has spent 2 years in a dedicated study of data science. I have seen people who even do part-time studies. Some universities offer part-time data science courses where you do your 9 to 6 job, then you go to university, maybe 8 to 10, you do your study maybe 2 or 3 times a week. I have seen people doing that as well. And if that is something you can do, well and good. I hope this video helped you. If you have any question or comment, you can post in a comment box below. Thank you.